Alright traders, we're going to have a look at Google. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright, let's have a look at Google. Google. Alright, Google. Let's have a look at Google. This is the monthly chart we're looking at Google right now. And you can see the time frame down here. This is like 10 years worth of data. You can see that 2008 went through there. But look what happened here from 2008. It just took off like 300%. 300%. Get that into you. And then obviously we had the stock split, and now the market's just rallying through here as well too. And you can see that it's had this stock split, and now it's actually having a lot of problems through here. And you can see on this overall monthly chart, you actually can see sort of like a massive triangle pattern through here. And it's like, does this break up or does it break down? Wherever this breaks out, guys, you can see on this monthly chart here very clearly, wherever this breaks out on a monthly basis, if it does continue to break up, then we're probably likely to continue rallying back up here for a while, and continue moving up. But if we do start to close below, if we do start to, on a monthly basis, this is, you can see here, very simple. Right, if a monthly chart, if we get on a monthly chart closing below, like if the market opens up and then does, and basically that, and then closes below there, guess what? That's a very weak sign, right? A very weak sign. And even if we do get a little rally up, guess what? We're likely to be sold into here, and then we're likely to drop back down to here. So guys, trading doesn't have to be that difficult, right? If you just did that, right? If you did that, if the market ran down and you got sort of a close on the monthly bar, and as long as it didn't close too below, say it closed at 650 or whatever, you know, and it's like, you can see here, guys, that you can see that that's basically what I'd be looking at, what I'd be looking at for a trade. Now, if it breaks up, I don't really have any trade with that, guys, because I'm not too bullish on the markets right now, and it's just my thing. I may be wrong, but it's just my thing. But if I don't trade it, I can't go broke. That's obviously looking on the monthly chart. Let's go have a look at the weekly chart here. This is the weekly chart, and voila, what do you see? You actually see the same thing. Now, what is happening through here, guys? You can see that again. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the peaks and troughs. This is very crucial, guys, when reading the markets. If I can bring up my trend line tools here, I'll be able to show you. So we have this peak up here, ran down, made this overall trough, ran up, made this peak, made this trough. So what do we have here? We have like a double top, probably triple top formation here. We had this trough, ran up, made a peak, ran up, made a high trough, made a lower peak, made a lower trough, made a higher peak. Now, guys, who is in control of this stock? No one, right? No one. There's no real bias. Why? Because if you're looking at a chart, you're reading the charts. If the market's making higher peaks and higher troughs, we have bulls in control. If the market's making lower peaks and lower troughs, we have bears in control. But if the market's making a higher peak and a higher trough and a lower peak and then a lower trough and then a higher peak and then a higher trough and then a lower peak and then a lower trough and then a higher peak, what does that mean? No one's in control. Right? No one is in control. But mark my words, guys. Mark my words. When someone does start to take control, when we start to really get some elevated moves in either direction, we are likely to explode and start to move quite substantial in Google. So big moves are coming in Google. Big moves. We've been going sideways. And if you look at this whole channel through here, from there through to there, we have been going sideways ever since December last year. It started this channel, basically the start of this year. So the whole of this year essentially has been a sideways overall movement. We're creating these higher peaks, lower peaks, higher troughs, lower troughs. You can see there's no one in control, and you want to be able to see who's in control. So guys, nothing is actually happening through there. And if you go look at the daily chart, let's go have a look at the daily chart. Oh, 1 minute chart. There we go. How about that? All right, let's try that again. I had to restart my software. Let me actually get into here. 1 minute chart. Let's go to the daily chart I was talking about. In the daily chart, we've actually had a massive rise, right? We had a massive rise, and what are we doing right now? It basically almost closed its gap up here on Google. That's all it's done. It's just had a rally down and it had a rally back up. It's closed its gap on Google. So guys, short term, I have no idea what's happened with Google. Now, I do know, guys, looking at the short term chart right now as I speak, you can't really see what's going on. But if you see where this open, right, sort of 745 is that. But if I show you the hourly chart, bam, look at that. Right, now we're up at 775. So that's going to play into the weekly charts and monthly charts as they roll out. So you can see a massive move up and actually starting to close above this overall major trend line through here. So I'm not sure what that means yet. I need a bit more data to be able to see what that means. But we definitely broke out a big move up on the last hour. There was a big earnings announcements, massive move up after hours, and that was, when was that? That was 5 o'clock. This was 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, yeah. So basically an hour later, had this announcement and just absolutely took off from there. So as you can see, that's what's happening. So overall, guys, whenever you're looking at a stock, always look at that weekly charts, all right? That weekly chart, and you can see it's actually it's actually just up here. If you're just looking at this weekly chart here, you can see that blue arrow is where the market is right now. So even on this line here, which that's where the market is, you can see it's still at that top there. So we're still in this overall sideways channel. So it'd be very, very interesting to see what's happening there. So anyway, guys, there's an update on Google. Remember, success can be yours if you go climb it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears. Today. I'm not going to BS you here. Trading is hard. Over my 10 years of trading, I've learned some amazing systems and strategies, and I've put it all in my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls course. And I'm giving you 100% free access. This whole course is 12 videos long and almost 10 hours of the best systems and strategies that I know. Click on the image below now to get 100% free access right now.